Coming up on Patriots Today by Chat Sports, we are going to unpack the Patriots coaching tracker. Who they're talking to, who they want to interview, and what reports are saying they're more than likely going to lean on. Patriots could possibly be fumbling this head coaching search. We're going to break down what analysts are saying and how I think maybe they should pump the brakes just a little bit before they give a man the job. Second half, Mike Vrabel to New England. Reports are saying that this is the number one candidate for New England, but it's not guaranteed. And then on the very back half of the show, I personally think New England should hire Ben Johnson, but why should New England hire Ben Johnson? If you guys want to be a part of the head coaching search with me, go on ahead. We are so close to 20,500 subscribers. Help us grow this channel every single day by hitting that sub button. We need 189 more subs to help us get to 20,500, so subscribe. Are the New England Patriots fumbling their search for a new head coach? Keep in mind, it has been Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 4 days since we have said goodbye to Jerod Mayo. Now, some reports may have shown that it looks like this was definitely going to end up happening after the Week 18 win, I should say. But are the Patriots moving a little bit too fast and not looking at all their options? Are they trying to hire Mike Vrabel as soon as possible and maybe not taking the time to get to know somebody like Ben Johnson or see if there's another candidate out there, possibly like a Brian Flores, that may be interested in coaching for the New England Patriots? Well, Robert Kraft is making some moves, but is he doing it the right way? What we have heard from reports on who they're talking to is that they have interviewed Pep Hamilton and Byron Leftwhich. They have requested Aaron Glenn, Ben Johnson, and Mike Vrabel to be the next candidates to interview for the head coaching position. Obviously, all signs are pointing towards Mike Vrabel, and I don't blame them. He's an alumni of the franchise. They wanted him last year, but they hired Jerod Mayo. Ben Johnson, a phenomenal offensive coordinator. And then Pep Hamilton, Byron Leftwhich haven't spent that much time in the NFL in the last couple of years. But overall, when I look at who the Patriots have talked to and who they're planning on talking to, I wish they would slow down. I wish they would really just pump the brakes and stop trying to go along with the Mike Vrabel timeline and go along with their timeline. What Vrabel is doing right now is very strategic. And while this is very speculation source, is that Mike Vrabel interviewed with the New York Jets on Friday, 2 days before the Patriots' last ball game. On Saturday, 1 day before the Patriots' last ball game, he changed his profile picture to him playing in New England. Mike Vrabel is pushing Robert Kraft. Hey, they want me. People out there want me. You guys should want me. I want to work with you. But now you've got a guy like Ben Johnson, who would be incredible, paired up with Drake May, and his timeline is very different from Mike Vrabel's timeline. So I don't want the Patriots to hire somebody immediately, 4 days after they fired one alumni, and go and rehire another alumni. I think, A, that's a punch in the face of Jerod Mayo, and B, I want to make sure all of our options are being thought of very thoroughly. Mike Girardi saying yesterday, as I tweeted, 6 league execs all said Vrabel when I asked what they thought of the Pats process. So everybody knows Mike Vrabel and the Patriots want to work together. Having already fulfilled the Rooney Rule with Pep Hamilton and Byron Leftwhich, Vrabel, who will interview Thursday, could be the new head coach before the weekend. You're not even going to go Sunday to Sunday without a head coach? And I get it. It's Mike Vrabel. Totally understand why they're fast-tracking this process. But it's not like Mike Vrabel is the only head coaching candidate out there. You haven't even offered an interview for Brian Flores. What about Liam Cohen? That was the first source that said they'd be interested in Liam Cohen. I feel like we're trying to catch up with Vrabel instead of slowing down and realizing what's best for New England right now. And what Brian Hines had to say is that now they're trying to catch up. So because of the league rules, Ben Johnson can't interview in person this week. So he can do it virtually, and he's going to do it virtually on Friday. I don't want them to go in tomorrow on Thursday and have an interview with Mike Vrabel and pretty much offer him a job without offering him a job before you even talk to Ben Johnson. I don't think they will. I think they're taking this process very seriously, But what if you're like, Vrabel's our guy, Vrabel's our guy, Vrabel's our guy. You sit down with Ben Johnson, you're like, shit, that was a really good interview. What do you do then? I want to make sure New England's thinking about this thoroughly, and I don't know if Robert Kraft is. And I'm starting to get a little bit worried that they're fumbling the head coaching search before it's even over. Who do you guys want as a head coach? And I don't mean to sound the alarm. Mike Vrabel, I will be very happy with Mike Vrabel. I think he would be a good coach in New England. I just want to make sure we're really looking at all of our options. Type MV for Vrabel. Type BJ for Ben Johnson. While you guys are commenting that down below, I know Robert Kraft has this admiration for hiring guys internally like a Vrabel, like a Jerod Mayo. I mean, hell, he made Jerod Mayo's successor of Bill Belichick 5 years ago. But the Patriots hiring process is a little bit more strategic than I am leaning towards. Chad Graff said, look, Robert Kraft tends to be intentional with these kinds of decisions. He's not just automatically going to shake Vrabel's hand and say, yeah, call off the search. Obviously, it's not just Kraft, it's Elliott Wolf too. There's a lot of people that go into this. He's not going to sit back and take lots of time, though. Wouldn't surprise me if the Patriots are going to hire Mike Vrabel by the end of the week. Hire a head coach by the end of the week. I don't blame them. You got to kind of act fast. Why? The Bears are interviewing Vrabel. He's already interviewed with the Jets. The Raiders just fired Antonio Pierce. New Orleans Saints are interested in Mike Vrabel. He's the hottest commodity on the market. Rightfully so. He's a good head coach. And he's been a head coach for so long, his networking capabilities are very thorough. He can go out and get a really good offensive coordinator to pair with him and help Drake May. But where does Vrabel and the Patriots stand right now? That's what we're going to break down here ahead of the weekend, which some sources are saying we could have a new head coach within the week of firing the last one. But I want to tell you guys real quick about our sponsor here, and that is Game Time. If you guys are looking to get tickets to any sporting event, concert, comedy show, Game Time is the place to be. If you guys are looking to get the lowest price guaranteed, and believe me, I am always a fan of saving $1 or $2, download Game Time. One of my favorite aspects of Game Time is that you can search a city. You can just search a city, and they're going to tell you what events are happening in that city. And look, I have been to Tom Segura. I have been to Shane Gillis. I love, love, love comedy shows. And I think that sometimes it's a little bit harder to see a comedian in person than it is an artist or a sporting event. So if you guys really want to go laugh out loud, you want to sing your heart out, or you want to cheer super loud for your team, I promise you Game Time is not going to let you down with making your experience that much better. I know this because I only use Game Time. I use this for when my friends come into town. I use this for date night or anniversaries. Or heck, I've used it for myself when I first moved to Texas and I didn't have any friends. I wanted to go and enjoy myself. So if you guys want to go ahead and get started, download the Game Time app. Use promo code Chat Sports. That'll get you $20 off your first time buying tickets while terms apply. Again, use promo code CHATSPORTS after downloading Game Time and creating an account. That'll get you $20 off your first purchase while terms apply. What time is it? It is game time. So now knowing that Mike Vrabel was pretty much the number one candidate for the New England Patriots, I have to reiterate that it is not guaranteed. And that's the good part. We could possibly see an interview go very, very well with Ben Johnson. But what Ian Rappaport had to say here on Mike Vrabel is leaning me more and more towards why I think Vrabel is going to be the next head coach for the Patriots. The widely understood view is that Vrabel is considered to be the front runner for the Patriots job. We'll see if they're able to get this done firm and finalized tomorrow and wrap up their head coaching process. Holy cow. That's quick, man. I think it's tough that you just fired Jerod Mayo and you're going to go and hire another former Patriots player. If a serious option like Ben Johnson is available, and Ben Johnson reportedly has shown his interest in coaching with New England and coaching a guy like Drake May, I want the Patriots to hire Ben Johnson. I think giving Drake May a strong head coach, an offensive-minded head coach, and one of the most innovative play callers in NFL right now can set up Drake May to be a top 5 quarterback in the next 3 years. He's already shown you what he can do with a very shitty offensive coordinator and not the most intelligent head coach when it comes to being a head coach. I think if you give him an offensive coordinator and a good offensive head coach, that'll set Drake May up for success. That'll set up your offense for success. But with Vrabel, you're going to go back to a defensive-minded head coach, and then you might be looking at a Josh McDaniels or Tommy Rees for your OC. Still okay options, but I'd rather double up on the offensive production right here than go with a defensive-minded head coach and a subpar OC. So why not Vrabel? I'm totally fine if Vrabel comes in and brings in Josh McDaniels or Reese. I'm okay with that. But once again, if you're going to go out and get a phenomenal offensive coordinator and promote him to head coach, he's going to bring in a good OC because he knows what it takes to make calls for Drake May, to create schemes and plays for Drake May. And you're probably like, Allie, why do you keep basing your whole show and your whole thing on Drake May? Because he is the future of your franchise. You built everything around Tom Brady. Not comparing the two, but you get the point. If Johnson is hired, you get a strong offensive coordinator and a good offensive coordinator. You get a strong offensive coordinator as your head coach and a good offensive coordinator next to him. You hire Vrabel, you get a good head coach and a pretty good offensive coordinator. I'd rather go with Ben Johnson. Who would you rather have working with May? An offensive-minded head coach or a defensive-minded head coach? Let me know in the comment section down below. Please do not come at me saying Allie doesn't want Vrabel. I'm fine with Vrabel. But there is another guy on the market I want to hear from first. If you guys want to be a part of this all off-season long, go on ahead, hit that sub button for me. I will let you guys know what happens when it happens with the New England Patriots, so subscribe.